We have seen some very passionate supporters at this Asian Cup. Let's have a look at what the Koreans have for their national anthem. "35 years since their last win in the continent for Iran, 51 for Korea Republic." I'm Robbie Thompson, your commentator for this evening, joined by Bernd Stenger. Bernd, former Iraqi coach, you know the Iranian side inside out as well. We're expecting to see them try and impose their physicality on a smaller but perhaps quicker Korea Republic.
Right, the match has generated much heat, which could be felt both on and off the pitch. I believe could be a rough game today. The Iranian side is a very compact side with massive physical strengths, especially central defenders Hosseini and Adili, 30 years old, experienced guys. Nekoman, 30 years, Temurian, Rocket in the midfield, and they play against the Korean side with a handful promising youngsters around 20 years, fast and quick. They like to play combinational football, and it's good to see one of the best referees for this match.
That's right, it's Ravshan Irmatov, the Uzbeki referee, 3 times AFC Referee of the Year 2008, 9 and 10. He's already refereed twice here at this tournament already, including Iran versus Iraq, incidentally. And he's also got a World Cup semi-final to his name in the last 7 months or so. As we see Korea Republic, just one real change to that lineup, Bernd, from the matches we've seen so far. The number 5, Kwak Tae-hui, moves out of central defense, making space for Lee Jung-soo.
He plays constantly with the same starting line-up, and it's not a young team. Many believe there are 4 or 5 players, 20, 21, 19 years old. There is a very, very powerful defense with experienced players. Lee Yong-pyo, 33 years old. Heng Ya-won, 30 years. Chadori, 30 years, with a lot of experience in Europe, playing for Celtic Glasgow. And that's why I believe it will be a rough game. It's a knockout stage, and such a stage can change the attitude of players and officials.
As we see the 2 coaches, Afshin Gotbi for Iran and Cho Kwang-rae for Korea Republic, both of them former footballers, one of them on the international stage, Cho Kwang-rae. The final ticket to the last 4 of this 15th Asian Cup beckons for the winner of this one, Iran or Korea Republic. Lee Yong-pyo with the touch for Park Ji-sung, immediately onto the front foot, Korea Republic. Lee Yong-rae's ball inside, looking for Ji Dong-won, the man that scored a double against India, and has been one of the real star performers. He actually reminds me a lot of that young German attack at the World Cup with the likes of Özil and Müller. As that's well played again. Koo Cha-jeol gets it out for the number 17, who's impressed, Lee Chung-young. Now the ball in towards the back post, Park Ji-sung with a big air swing. The man that's looking to make it 100 caps for Korea Republic. with possibly a final to cap it all off. The foul
Good
from Lee
start.
Young-pyo.
Yeah.
ちょっとフリーになったから狙いすぎましたけども、難しいですね。
イランの方は今、右に20番のノスラティがいます。そして
The foul on the number of 7, Gholam Rezai, who scored Iran's first goal of this competition against Iraq. They were trailing to a Yunus Mahmoud goal. He equalised just before half-time, and they got an important win over the old enemy. There he is again, the Rezai. Can only help it out of play. And it's a throw for that veteran, one of the most highly identifiable of the Koreans on the world stage. Lee Young-pyo, after his time, he followed Goose Hiddink from the national team set up to PSV Eindhoven, and played a couple of seasons with Tottenham in the Premier League, now plays his football with Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. Hagili, the big number 5, he loves to get forward at the set pieces as he launches that one long towards Ansarifad.
Experienced Lee Young-pyo had an exciting career in Europe, even Borussia Dortmund. Fantastic matches.
As that's one for Kujachol to chase. He's already got 4. He's scored in every game so far. And he might have a chance now. He gets it wide to Ji Dong-won. He holds it up, tries to chip it inside towards Lee Chung-yong. Kujachol has been one of the outstanding revelations of this tournament. Just yesterday he was saying he wants to go on to become as good as he possibly can be, and he suspects that means a move to Europe, and I can assure you a lot of the big European clubs have got their scouts here this evening to keep an eye on him. The number 10, Ji Dong-won.
Very aggressive start of Korea Republic. They go for very early pressing. They don't wait.
Iran are forced all the way back with Hosseini. Now Agili. Agili, born in Cyprus to an Iranian father and a Greek Cypriot mother. Up the line towards Rezai. Another free kick against Lee Young-pyo. That's his second.
Interesting to see 29 years old Nosrati, number 20, coming over the right side. He used to play all positions in the defense. Today he put him as a right fullback. Maybe marking Park Jin-sung will be a very difficult job.
We've got Nekonam, of course, in the middle of the park. The Iranian captain there in his 4th season with Osasuna in the Primera Liga in Spain. He's been joined by Mossoud Shojai, the striker in this side. Perhaps that's one surprise in the Iranian starting lineup. We would have expected to see Shojai perhaps ahead of Mohammad Khalat Bari.
It's a surprise because he's permanently playing in La Liga, Osasuna.
And I can tell you, Bert, Mohammad Khalat Bari does have one string to his bow as Ji Dong-won profits from a good challenge from Ki Sung-yong. The number 16 gets it out to Park Ji-sung. That's a good dribble and the free kick on the edge of the area. And this could be dangerous. Well, the number 9 for Iran, Khalat Bari, just to finish the story, he plays his football with Zobahan. He scored 5 goals in the Asian Champions League this year, including 1 in the final against Seongnam Ilhwa. And their keeper, of course, is the current Korean goalkeeper, Jung Song-ryong. So perhaps Ashvin Gotbi, just feeling he's already beaten him once. He knows perhaps what it takes. Although he's playing on the left side of the attack at the moment in these opening stages. So Ki Sung-yong just 21 years of age. The Celtic midfielder who played at the World Cup as well. Australians may know him as David Key, or those that attended John Paul College in Brisbane at least for a few years while he was growing up. Is he about to introduce himself to the Iranian footballing public? Well, not with a free kick like that. Straight into the wall. Hwang Jae-won looking for Park Ji-sung as well. That's over him. Well, he went for direction instead of power, and in the end couldn't get it up over the wall at all. Perhaps looking for a little hole in the wall. And Sarifat. Barely a sniff of possession for Iran so far, after just over 7 minutes. Nouri. Haji Safi, now he's impressed in this tournament as well for this Iran side, who are hugely confident as well, but all the talk, they have Ashvin Gotbi, who played for UCLA in America. He went to the United States when he was just 13 years of age, and he's got very much an American mentality. He's incredibly confident.
He will use his knowledge about Korea to the optimum. He said he knows everything, coaching 5 years, Korean national team, a lot of experience.
As an assistant.
But previous knowledge might not be useful now. It's another team. There are new players, a new coach, a younger team, another style of football, and it's another game.
Well, that's right, Afshin Gotbi was at first a video analysis under Goose Hiddink, and then he moved up to assistant coach under Dick Advocat and then Pim Verbeek. Kuja Chol gets it back out to Park Ji-sung. He's actually heading back to East Asia as soon as this tournament finishes, the 29th of January. He begins his new job with Shimizu S-Pulse in the J-League.
Korea Republic has a good start in this game. They take possession and they are controlling. Iran is only defending till now.
Again, it was a great touch from Ji Dong-won. Now he gets it back to Lee Yong-rae.
It's another free kick, of course, and fantastic one-touch combination over the left side. Nosrati's arm came out, and a clear foul.
Gotbi's gone for experience with the likes of Nosrati, 28 years of age, his 78th cap this evening. Ki Sun-yang, he will turn 22 in 2 days. Perhaps an early birthday present here. It's towards the penalty spot. It was a good ball as well. And he was looking for the head of Lee Jung-soo, the number 14, who scored memorably at the World Cup against both Greece and Nigeria.
But it's very difficult to beat these tall guys in the air. They will bring soon some other ideas to pass on the ground or to make another variant. They are so massive. They are Hosseini, Aguili, Nekoman, and even the other central midfielder, defending midfielder, Timurian.
A little flick on towards Khaled Bari. Chaudhuri can only clear as far as Haji Safi. Here is Andrenik Timurian. And he's looking for the return ball. It's Nouri, in fact, towards Asifat. And the 20-year-old number 10 for Iran.
First Iranian attack after 11 minutes.
It was a very good cross from Peyman Nouri, the number 18. Here he is again, chesting down for his captain, Nekonam. Nekonam looking for Rezai. He's got pace. And he's got an eye for goal as well. Chaduri helps it on its way towards Lee Chung-yong, who keeps it in but only surrenders possession straight back again towards Hosseini. Haji Safi having his ankles clipped by Lee Chung-yong. The Bolton man who's been hitting some great form in the English Premier League before he joined up with the Taeguk Warriors. The ball in towards Ansari Fad again. Razai arriving. Foul for a push in the back on Lee Yong-pyo.
There are a lot of battles beginning of this match. Not really fouls, but it's a little bit naughty. It shows how important that match is.
That's the Korean fans you can hear singing up a storm at the moment with their plastic drumsticks that they're banging together. Lee all the way back to Lee Jung-soo. Jung Song-ryong long towards Koo Ja-cheol. Well defended again by Hosseini, just showing once again, Bernd, what you were talking about, that aerial dominance at the back. The flag is up for offside against Ansari Fad. The number 10, who was given his chance in professional football by then coach of Saipa, Ali Dai, who fans of the Iranian national team and German football will certainly remember. 149 caps for the national side.
He took a title, world best goal scorer, and used to play for giant Bayern Munich. One of the most famous players in the golden generation of Iran, together with Mahdevikia, who had a good year with Bayern Munich.
Chaduri, he's having a very good year with Korea Republic. Nice turn away from trouble from Lee Chung-yong inside to Koo Ja-cheol. The shot deflected. Well, Iran are looking to maintain their 100% record in this competition. To go through, they will have to, but Koo Ja-cheol, the number 13, has a 100% record of his own to defend, and that's scoring in every game of the tournament so far. Just 21 years of age, he's now got 6 in 12 starts for the national side.
And he doesn't worry that the coach gave him another position. He was playing deep in the midfield, more a defending midfielder.
With his club side, Jeju United.
And now he has got the new role, and he didn't care about that, and he had such an amazing run, scoring goals. Fantastic performance.
He said he looked at it as a great opportunity, didn't he? A new register to his game. He had a great season as well. Jeju United climbing to second in the K-League, finishing just behind FC Seoul. And that's why he's here today. Neko now for Haji Safi. Little 1-2 with Khaled Bari, but it's turned over again. Just over a quarter of an hour gone here at the Qatar Sports Club. Uncovered, small, little stadium, 13,000 capacity. Lee Jung-soo for Ji Dong-won. Ki Sung-yong. Lee Jung-soo again decides to accelerate the game a little bit. Ball over the top for Ji Dong-won. Aguili down for Nosrati. Rezai looking for the free kick, and he's caught Park Ji-sung there in the nose as well.
Very unlucky touch, yeah.
That right heel came flying back and catching the Korea Republic skipper.
Tried to get the ball with his right foot. It wasn't a dirty tackle. He's a very fair player, but the rebound face.
And he's still just trying to wipe it out of his eye. Oh, we have seen some very physical play so far. All of it above board. Nosrati, another one for Rezai to chase. It's going to be too far for the little number 7. He took a very cool finish against Iraq in that opening game. That was the big stage. That really announced Iran's intentions in this competition. Lee Jung-pyo fouled again by Rezai. Both players, both teams claiming it was their man that was fouled. The referee from Uzbekistan has already indicated which way this free kick's going. Just caught him right on the Achilles there, I think.
Here in his legs. But Uzbekistani referee is waiting with yellow cards because he has so much experience and he knows if I do it very early, I can be in trouble later during the game. That's why he's waiting. He's highly respected from everybody. He's a superstar in Uzbekistan, and very often he gets applause from the crowd, and that's not very often in the world. Not very often even you that the national team goes in a big tournament with a 19-year-old striker, Ji Dong-won, and another 21-year-old striker, or offensive midfielder Ko Ja-jol. That's not very often. It's full risk, but it shows how many talents are there.
They've also been put in the best conditions to play well because they're so confident, these young players. It's not like a nervy start. Look, we're going to put you in on the big stage. They know that they can do the job if they're here. And great credit must go to Cho Kwang-rae, who took over after the World Cup from Hu Jung-moo. He was a player himself. I think that helps a lot now with the modern generation of footballers. It wasn't always the case. But now players like to know that your coach played a final of the Asian Cup. For example, back in 1980, when they were red-hot favourites as well, they lost 3-0 to Kuwait. Cho Kwang-rae and his teammates.
It slows down a little bit, and surprised me, Park Ji-sung. For me, one of the most exciting midfielders in this tournament. He was running everywhere over the pitch. He's still not yet in this game.
It's another foul, this time on Lee Chung-yong.
Exactly what we expected. A rough game. There are more and more heavy fouls.
That's Andranik Teimourian with the initial foul, and then he clattered into his teammate Peyman Nouri. The free kick taken too quickly, but Nouri was alert to the danger. Here goes Khaled Bari. Rezai is shooting off on the far side of the pitch. Lee Jung-pyo is there, but only as far as Nosrati. Now Rezai again, looking to get to the byline. Goal kick. Well played, Khaled Bari. He saw the little look up from Ki Sung-yong.
We spoke about the heat in today's match, and the coach of Iran got me mentioned yesterday in his press conference. I fear the Koreans will commit deliberate fouls to stop the superior Iranians. You know, deliberate fouls, and in this moment we have such a period. Nearly every battle ends with a foul.
And there we see Khalal Hosseini even calling for a yellow card for Lee Chung-yong. I think that would have been a bit rough. Haji Safi was looking for the contact and there was none, and he just went ghosting across the front of Lee Chung-yong. There is Ashwin Godby.
But with war of words you will never win a match, but it's more and more important to put pressure on other teams, and since Mourinho started with that, to blame other players and coaches, it's more and more popular to bring such heat to the teams.
Not one of your tactics, Bert.
Not really.
Park Ji-sung, that's a nice ball for Ji Dong-won. He's surrounded by white shirts, but he's just about got the better of Agali. And he's won the throw. We won't have you firing up Laurent Blanc and his side before your crucial Euro 2016 qualifier against France in the coming months then, Bert. Keep it all very proper. As here goes to Jachol, the cross in. It's a corner for Korea.
Curling process, 1 meter over the ground is much more dangerous to beat the Iranians.
Taken short. Now the ball played towards the back post, nodded back across the face. Nekomat clears, oh, and on the fly. Lee Yong-rae, year-old who's only just emerged. He's another one of these inexperienced internationals.
So much confidence. One touch.
Just his 4th cap for the national side. Lee Yong-rae actually played under Cho Kwang-rae with Gyeongnam, the K-League side, and clearly the national team coach feeling that his young midfielder could step up to the next level as well. They've got 2 young central midfielders. Well, 3 in fact. If you move out of defence, there's only Park Ji-sung, 29 years of age, who's a confirmed name on the international scene. All the others just 21, 22, 19, and chung with Lee Yong-rae. At the back, it's another story, of course. All 30-year-olds, all with World Cup experience. And even the keeper, Chung Sung-ryong, played every match at South Africa 2010. They've laid a solid foundation.
Exactly. It's always good to build a team on a good base, a defending base, and you need experience. Let the youngsters run and play. And they had so much fun to beat India. It was like a training session. It was exciting football. If they can do it today again against such a strong side, Iran, you can create another great Korean Republic national team for the future.
Here goes Chaduri on the charge. Chaduri still going, look at the pace. And a great teasing ball across the face of goal as well. And in the end, it's Rezai who wins the goal kick. Fabulous run from the Celtic fullback.
Powerful run.
You never thought about claiming him for the German national side, Bernd. German-born.
know he could make his way to a big club. He had experience, he played in Frankfurt, he played in Freiburg, different positions, played midfielder, now he's a right fullback.
He's played at 3 World Cups as well. His father played at the 1986 World Cup, as there's a little bit more aggro in there. Cho Kweng-rae, the Korea Republic coach, trying to pull Andronic Teymourian out of that one.
Even the coach is involved to show what's happened.
Yeah, it's Park Ji-sung who's leading in then. Well, that's almost a bit of a retaliation foul from Andronic. He was just bundled off the ball. And it's that tackle. And I think the referee might just have got that one right as well. The initial foul was on him, but his reaction could have been quite dangerous for Lee Yong-rae. Andronic Teymourian, the number 14, goes into the book. It's his first yellow card.
He was never ever a chance with Rashwan Irmatov even to discuss a foul or another thing. Such a good referee, World Cup referee.
And I think he got that one spot on, because the free kick came back to Iran as well. He was the whistleblower for Netherlands versus Uruguay, the semi-final at the World Cup after Germany versus Argentina in the quarterfinals. Just to remind our viewers as well, any players sitting on 1 yellow card, if they're booked today, they will miss the semi-final. It's after this match that the slate is wiped clean. Kalatbari with a good ball. The flick on, fabulous save. I think it would have been an own goal if it had gone in. But that is a brilliant from Jung Song-ryong.
Fantastic free kick. And what a reaction.
That was Ji Dong-won.
He tried to get the ball, and it's always dangerous, this kind of free kicks, in-swingers, full risk, curling. You don't know what to do.
And he tried to just get his head on it, and that could have been very dangerous indeed. It was dangerous. Jung Song-ryong with an excellent stop. Of course, a winner with Seongnam Ilhwa of the 2010 Asian Champions League, the only Seongnam player in this Korea Republic squad for this tournament is Lee Young-pyo. That's going to stay in play. There's been a clash of heads. Referee thought about blowing it up. Lee Young-pyo still. The left-footed cross. Out as far as Cha-do-ri. Ki Sung-young. Back for Koo Ja-cheol. Park Ji-sung. Wide for Lee Chung-young. Park Ji-sung again. And they just come straight through the middle, don't they?
This was first time that he was in action now. He changed from his left side. He was hiding the first 20 minutes. You didn't see him. I was a little bit surprised. Park Ji-sung, he was so active in the first 2 matches. And now he changed a little bit more to the middle to get the ball, to be involved in today's match. He wasn't, but now he's more and more active. Left side is wide open. And such an experienced player. He feels, I have to do more, I have to find my position now. I have to lead the team. It's offside.
Against Ansari Fahd. Hasn't seen much of the ball at the other end. This young 20-year-old number 10. Yeah, apparent for Ali Daei. At least that's how he's viewed back in Iran. Scored the winner against Korea DPR. The other Korea. Ki Sung-young all the way back to Jung Song-ryong. He's dispelled any doubts that any might have about His goalkeeping capabilities. We saw Mark Schwarzer earlier today in the third quarter-final. We've seen some average goalkeeping, and we've seen some excellent goalkeeping, and I think you always need a good keeper, don't you, to settle the defense. It has a roll-on effect throughout the whole squad.
And you need consistency, especially at this position. To have Mark Schwarzer, nobody would count his age and years because he looks so good and so sharp still, and he's an athlete.
Great header from Ji Dong-won to get it wide to Lee Yong-rae. Now Koo Ja-cheol. So too much of that to Nekonam. Lee Yong-pyo with the throw for Park Ji-sung. You're right, Bernie is coming and looking for more and more of the ball. Rezai for Nekonam again. Oh, that's given away cheaply by the captain, right in the middle of the goal as well. Great turn from Ji Dong-won, still going. Some fabulous close control. Gili, I don't think knew too much about it. Now we've got some more contact here and players going down.
And now see Ji Dong-won, how elegant, how good. It looks so balanced if he moves with the ball, and this guy is 19 years old. Tall, strong striker.
Brilliant play in the end, he just got out-muscled, and there's the follow-up foul from Koo Ja-cheol, which just about warranted a booking. Andranik Teimourian's already in the book. Rezai. He started really trying to take the game to the Korea left back, Lee Yong-pyo. But the experienced Korea Republic man is just starting to get the upper hand. Chaduri inside again for Koo Ja-cheol. That's a nice pass for Park Ji-sung. He's played it in behind the run of Lee Yong-rae. Koo Ja-cheol with the touch back for Ki Sung-yong. Now Lee Yong-pyo. Time to take a touch. Look for the cross. Again, it's that low ball towards the front post. Nekonam's header only as far as Park Ji-sung. And in the end, the captain who starred at the World Cup in 2006 brings it away. Ki Sung-yong with a pile drive that only made it as far as the back of Hosseini.
But if you see Park Ji-sung, he lost his battle, but immediately he was back and he was fighting to win it back.
And here he goes again. Ji Dong-won lays it back for Lee Yong-rae. Decides it's time for him to drive into the area. Ji Dong-won again. Rezai ahead for Ansarifad. Hwang Jae-won. Very coolly done for Ki Sung-yong. That's a great pass to his club teammate. Chaduri, his ball intercepted by Hosseini.
The Koreans, they play such an early pressing. They don't wait. They try to win the ball immediately back. And that's why the Iranians, they are not able to create football. They are permanent under pressure. They cannot pass the ball to the midfield, only long balls. And Korea is dominating now. Let's see what he's doing. Again. Watching Cristiano Ronaldo's fints. It's a foul.
Foul on Sarifad. Lee Jung-soo knew very well what he'd done, tried to help him up, wasn't interested. So Andranik Teimourian, a man in this side of Armenian descendancy. He's already run 4.3 Ks. And of course there are more statistics available on each and every player in each and every match, comprehensive, via the AFC's official website, the-afc.com.
手島ヌーリやティモリアンという選手が前線と絡んでくると怖いでしょうけど、まだそこまでは韓国が抑えてくれないんですね。
Long ball forward towards Rezai, but he's just about the shortest player on the Iranian team, and Nekonam's just having a word with Agili there. Hachin Gotbi's having a stare at Agili. Still no score, 9 minutes before half-time. Iran 0, Korea Republic 0. We saw a very tense start to the quarter-final earlier today between Iraq and Australia. Very cagey opening. In the end, Australia just getting the nod 2 minutes before what would have been the penalty shootout. Again, it's one-touch football. Lee Chung-yong of Bolton looking for Chaduri. Bundles into Khaled Bari. No free kick, says the referee.
It's a confirmation. Chaduri plays pressing on the right wing. The right fullback is only on the way forward.
Nice little 1-2. Ki Sung-yong. Lee Yong-rae. Ji Dong-won was looking for that run of Lee Yong-rae again. Strong challenge right through the back of him from Ki Sung-yong. But again, Byrne, it's the pressing coming all over the park.
So aggressive in the opponent's half. They don't wait. They are always going far away from their own goal. And it's irritated Iran. They are irritated. They cannot find a combinational way to play football.
Great early ball forward from Lee Jung-soo. Now Park Ji-sung, that's a nice pass for Lee Chung-yong. Still going. He's got Koo Ja-cheol at the back post. He couldn't find it. Well, that was the centre back with that drilled pass forward, and then Park Ji-sung with another one for Lee Chung-yong. Chaduri. That's a lovely little pass again from Koo Ja-cheol. No penalty. The referee was right there. He had a good hard look. Ravshan Irmatov of Uzbekistan.
Now it's one-way soccer. One-way soccer.
Here goes Park Ji-sung. Touched on towards Ji Dong-won. Lovely one-touch play again. Now Koo Ja-cheol.
It's a corner.
Oh, Neckerman doesn't agree. It came off Peyman Nouri. Fabulous touches again. No, he just lost his footing in the box. Ki Sung-yong, the dead ball specialist for Korea Republic at just 21 years of age. It's a good ball as well, right into the danger zone, and keeper Mahdi Rahmati wasn't under too much pressure, but he just palmed it out.
I did not expect that Iran comes under such a pressure. Last 5-7 minutes.
He's got great maturity, the number 16 for Korea Republic on the ball. And one over the top for Chaduri. And that run met by a barrage of boos from the fans on that far side of the field, supporting the opposition. As we see the team statistics there, with just 5 minutes to go in the first half. And that heat map showed that Korea Republic playing most of their football a lot higher up the pitch than Iran. Just that one chance for Iran, Burton, it came from Ji Dong-won's header, which was almost into his own goal. Mind you, at the other end, Rahmati hasn't had a save to make as of yet. But I wonder how much longer that's going to be the case. Lee Jung-soo looks long towards Ji Dong-won. Agili with the header, only as far as Park Ji-sung. Koo Ja-cheol, that's a lovely measured pass again. Ji Dong-won back out to Lee Young-pyo. Back for Ji Dong-won again. And they've got another corner. Well, we just sit here, Bernd, with smiles on our faces, don't we? Because great play.
If I see this young guy, Ji Dong-won, you see his move now, how he works with the ball. This guy is 19 years old. How long will he play in Korea? You know, he will attract very, very soon big clubs in Europe. Such a talent.
I'm sure the Chunam Dragons are just rubbing their hands together in glee with his performances. Ki Sung-young towards the back post. It's a good ball, headed back, the punch. Cleared by Rezai. Lee Young-pyo straight back to Ki Sung-young. Good challenge that time from Rezai. Andranik.
Again, early pressing. He tried to win the ball.
It was a good header back. There was no one really there for Korea Republic. That's about the hardest Rahmati has had to work in this game so far.
Koman is the only player who's always asking for the ball. He tries to create something to keep the ball. He's nervous now. His body language shows clearly that he's not happy with his teammates.
Park Ji-sung for Ji Dong-won. That looked very close indeed. We are sitting right in line with the linesman on the far side of the pitch. Let's have a look at this.
I don't believe in offside, yeah.
No offside.
No.
He stepped right past the last defender with the next step after the pass.
And this young guy, without any international experience, goes so intelligent behind the defenders. He always is trying to show a way for a deadly pass. Great player, bright future. For me, it's even amazing to see. We had a friendly match before Korea Republic left to the World Cup. We played this match in Austria, and absolutely the same style of football. They play combinational football, they play on the ground. Now there are 5 new players on the pitch and they do the same. It means they have a face, they know what they have to do, and it's good to see. That's the future of football. Even if they cannot succeed in this tournament, because they are maybe not really good balance, but how they play, it brings me a smile to my face.
Lee Jung-soo. Ki Sung-young forward only as far as Hosseini. Now Park Ji-sung again, closed down quickly by Andranik, who said in the pre-match press conference yesterday that he's confident Iran can do it and possibly he can get a move back to England after spending a few seasons with Bolton and then Fulham. Ji Dong-won tries to put one!
What confidence, this young guy.
Well, it won't be too long before we see him in England or Spain or Germany. That would have been a fantastic goal. We were expecting, Bernd, Iran to try and take the game physically, try and impose themselves on this Korea Republic, but they've been chasing shadows for the most part of it.
Yeah, but if you want to fight, you need at least to have the ball, and they are not able to play 2 or 3 passes in a row. They are permanent under pressure everywhere, especially in their own half. It makes them nervous. and both strikers are without connection to the midfield or to their defenders.
Park Ji-sung, he's got Lee Yong-rae ahead of him. Oh, just missing the intentions there of his teammate.
But not one word, not one gesture. It was a misunderstanding. They play, match goes on.
There goes the half-time whistle after just a minute of stoppage time. At the end of it, it's 0-0. Korea Republic so far being held scoreless by Iran.
Advantage to Korea Republic. They played at least 30 minutes, amazing football. They could not score or get clear chances. Couldn't see so many, but clear possession, dominating.
Well, they're ahead on points, aren't they? If we could put one, it's very evenly poised. Although for the moment, it is very much Korea Republic on top. Well, it's the 5th consecutive time at the Asian Cup these two sides have met at the quarterfinals. The first back in 1996 of this run, and Ali Dai scored 4 goals as Iran ran out 6-2 winners. Korea then won in 2000, 2-1 after extra time. Iran in 2004, 4-3 in another thriller. And then it was a thriller 4 years ago in 2007. 0-0, but an exciting match at the end of 120 minutes. Korea running out 4-2 winners on penalties. Well, there's been no score here. We are going to have a change at half-time. It's Haidari, the right back, coming into the game. And the number 20, Mohammad Nosrati, the experienced midfielder slash defender of Traktor Sazi, who makes way. Well, he did struggle a little bit, Nosrati, burnt down that right-hand side.
But he had a hard job to do. First 20 minutes, he played against Park Ji-sung. He was always facing this world-class player. And of course, he was a little bit afraid to go, to do something to support midfielders. Second half.
Well, they double-teamed him, didn't they, as well, with Lee Yong-rae, the number 6, leaping out of midfield and driving down that left-hand flank. Iran in possession. Their captain, Neko Nam, such an important player in the middle of the park. The first Iranian ever to play in the Spanish Liga. When he signed for Osasuna, he's been joined by his compatriot, Masoud Shojai, but he's yet to see any minutes here. Long ball forward towards Rezai, the mistake from Lee Yong-pyo. And in the end, it required a good clearance from Hwang Jae-won. Rezai again, forced all the way back to Agili. But so far we've seen this clash of styles, but it's Korea very much on top.
Totally different. Korea early pressing, they took possession. Exciting football, playing on the ground, a lot of running everywhere, and exciting fullbacks, especially Charduri. You couldn't stop him on the right side. And again, pressing, very early pressing.
Iran forced all the way back to Mahdi Rahmati, who, given the balance of play, hasn't been unduly worked in this one so far. The new man, Haidari, just laying it back forward towards Ansari Fad, but Kyu Sung Yong gets there now. Koo Ja Cheol Ujachol towards the edge of the area, into the box now. Still going. He's won the corner. And he's been dangerous. We talked about it in the first half. He's a defensive midfielder by trade, a deep-lying playmaker with Jeju United in the K-League. He's been pushed further forward here to play just behind.
Both central defenders are in the box now. Tallest players of Korea Republic.
Ki Sung-young's ball towards the back post. It was very nearly a direct goal from the corner flag. Lee Yong-rae towards Lee Jong-soo, cleared by Andranek. Coming back again though, and a hasty clearance only as far as Lee Yong-kyo. Haidari, the new man, gets the touch forward. Well, I wonder what Afshin Gotbi has been able to say to his players at half-time. They were played off the park. They saw very little of the ball, but they're still in it. And I think that's the one positive he's probably taken from that opening 45 minutes. In the end, it was they that almost came closest to scoring with a set piece as well. That certainly appears their best route to goal so far.
Full risk this corner.
How's that for unorthodox goalkeeping from Mahdi Rahmati? Khaled Bari not looking for the ball, not even looking at the ball as he collects Ji Dong-won.
High jumping, try to win the ball back close to his own defenders, and now he's already in the attacking area in the box to try to score a goal.
Park Ji-sung, little chip forward towards Ji Dong.
Another corner.
Park Ji-sung is starting to have a big influence on this one. He spotted it midway through the first half when he really started to come into the game. He was looking for that little dink through to Ji Dong-won. And some more unorthodox but effective defending. Ki Yong-sung in at the second attempt. Hosseini clears. Foul by Lee Chung-yong.
They are playing short corners, some variants, because they know with long high balls there's nothing to win against tall defenders.
Nagili for Hosseini. Haidari. He's got Nouri for the little touch off. He's forced back again to Hosseini. Making that run down the left flank. We haven't seen too much of that from him. He's just a young player as well, but already 34 international caps this evening, just 20 years of age. Rezai. Ki, that looked like just about a handball. Ujachol, not afraid to come back and get his hands dirty in the middle of the park either. Lee Yong-rae. Oh, great play, Park Ji-sung. Being fouled all the while, still came out with possession.
It's interesting how long can they keep this pace. That's very, very important, because Korea Republic, they played all 3 matches of group stage with one team. They had only a couple of changes. And how long are they able to run as they did today?
Well, that's right, because the Iran side, they have had 1 day less to recover and prepare for this match, because their final group games were a day after those of Group C, where we found Australia and Korea Republic. But in their final group game, that 3-0 victory over the United Arab Emirates. They changed basically the entire squad. Afshin Gotbi's used 22 players, including 2 goalkeepers. It's only who is effectively the third-choice goalkeeper, Ibrahim Mirjapur, who's yet to see any minutes in the tournament so far. So that's how they've tried to counter that 24 hours less to recover from their final group game. Well, Haidari's come on to replace Nosrati, who was in a bit of trouble there, and he's been forced into a foul on Lee Yong-pyo.
Every corner kick, every free kick, tall central defenders are running in the box.
We just saw Hwang Jae-won there. Keys ball in, the header out. They've got big, tall defenders as well, though, Iran. For the moment, they're holding strong from those set-piece corners. Khaled Bari with the early ball for Ansarifad. And that's finally brought the Iranian fans to their feet. You can hear the excitement build. Otherwise, it's the Korea fans that have been making most. Look at the pace of Park Ji-sung. He skips away from 2. Ball inside. Park Ji-sung on the ground, back to his feet. He's in the area. Still Park Ji-sung. And in the end, Iran managed to clear. Hwang Jae-won. Good ball, straight onto the attack. Lee Chung-yong in towards Ji Dong-won, but Rahmati is there.
非常にロングボールを受けようとするところ、そしてセカンドボールまでつなげているところは。
He's got an incredible fighting spirit. Park Ji-sung. Ji Chung-yong again inside to Ki Sung-yeong. Lee Jung-soo. Ki Sung-yong again. Ball over the top for Cha Gi-ri on the charge. Again, it just skips off the surface. Ki Sung-yong just listening to the advice of his coach there.
He always gives advices for early pressing. We can see it from here. Always he pushes his strikers, please start to attack very, very early. I've seen only 2 teams at this Asian Cup who are doing that. It's Japan and even Korea Republic.
That was well defended by Haidari. Well, in the second half, at least in the formation, the way they're laid out on the pitch, Iran are making a much better fist of their 4-3-3, which was looking a lot more like a 4-5-1 in the opening 45 minutes, because Khaled Bari and Rezai were just spending so much time back defending, helping out their fullbacks. In the second half, clearly, Afshin Gotbi said, you boys come and help in midfield, but don't help out in defence. Try and stay as far forward as you can. Offer some support to the young number 10 up front, Karim Ansarifad. And now they have a chance, perhaps, with this long throw from Haji Safi. Kuja Chiol's back defending this time. Haji Safi for Haidari. Haidari's ball towards Nekonan. Hosseini was in there as well. That's a free kick in favour of Korea Republic. High foot from Agili. The winner of this one will play Japan in the semi-finals. Ki Sung-yong for Lee Yong-rae. Now wide for Lee Yong-pyo again. The 34-year-old cuts it onto the right foot. Park Ji-sung gives it away and then wins it back again immediately. Gets it wide for Lee Chung-yong. Back inside towards Ji Dong-won. Cleared again. The defending so far is holding firm. Agili is down now.
See this early pressing.
He was looking back as well. Oh, as Agili's been caught flush on the jaw in the background there. Look at this. from Ji Dong-won.
ただやっぱりこうバックストーンがミスをしましたけど、100メートルで超え返したっていうことが
It's a young striker. He has to show presence, and he did it.
He's
Was
up
not
against
very nice, was not so nice, or maybe not delivered.
a big, strong, experienced central defender.
15分に始まりました。今日は日中は久しぶりに暖かい日になったドーハ。ただ
Nadia Ghili will have to
18度台まで気温が下がってきています。
come back on from near the halfway line or wherever the referee and his assistants decide. For the moment, they're down to 10 men. Iran have to wait for the fourth official to clear the bleeding. Kuja Chiol still going. That's a foul by the number 13, who claims he was being pushed into the foul first. He just clatters into the ankles of Nekonam.
韓国の方も16番のキ・ソンヨンが登場したナショナルチームの時には驚かされたんですが、さらにク・ジャチョルが出てきて、イ・ヨンレ、そしてイ・チョンヨン、若い力がどんどん出てきています。
本当ですよね。この大会でいい経験を
Adari's hard ball looking for the run of Ansarifad. They've been largely untroubled at the back, Korea Republic.
前回のアジアカップでも準々決勝で対戦した両チーム、0対0で PK 戦まで行って韓国が勝ったゲームがありました。そして韓国はその後
As we approach the quarter-hour mark of this second half,
日本が
still
敗れ
no score.
韓国が3位です。イランは従って前回の
Kuja Chiol, Lee Chung-yong. Chaduri's on the charge. He decided to look inside towards Kuja Chiol instead. And again, the clearance is just with the sole aim of getting the ball as far away from their own goal as possible for Iran. Ghili with the head up, back towards Rezai, who's done well. That's a good turn from Rezai. Referee plays the advantage. Nadranik, back to Rezai again. Total rush of blood from Golom Rezai. He has scored in this tournament against Iraq. He scored on his debut as well with the Iran national team back in 2008.
Good advantage.
That was going to have to be something very special indeed. Hosseini, helped on by Nekonam again. Now Nouri takes over. Rezai, the fullback, Haidari getting forward. Rezai again. This is better from Iran. Andranik, Nekonam, who are wondering how long they could keep the pressing up for. Burnt the pressure.
How long can they continue to play it this way?
I think we're just starting to see signs that Iran are starting to come back into the game a little bit. Haji Safi completely out-dummied to that one.
Korea is a better team, but it doesn't mean automatically they will win this match. There's only one moment with lack of concentration or a set piece or a counter-attack.
Ghili.
Or they take a break for another amazing run forward. That's always possible, to slow down for a while, to be concentrated, to take initiative in a couple of minutes, because how long can you run as they did till now? 61 minutes.
Chaduri wins the first header, Andranik the second. And Adari's ball towards the back post, Chaduri. And Ji Dong-won again, and look, they just bring it out, one touch again, up the field. Nekonam keeps it in play.
And again, going for pressing, goalkeeper doesn't know what to do, and they have the ball. It's so easy, and we cannot judge Korean defenders today. They had absolutely nothing to do, because the two defenders are the midfielders and both strikers.
Lee Yong-kyo with the nod down again. Immediately, possession is back at the feet of the Taeguk Warriors. Chaudhuri up the line towards Lee Chung-young. 1-2 with Koo Ja-cheol. Chaudhuri takes over. The cross is a good one! And the header from Ji Dong-won is straight at Mahdi Rahmati. They are getting closer though, and how about this for a counter-attacking move?
It's one-touch football, it's overlapping, it's a fantastic cross, and see this young striker. In 2-3 years he will score goals from this position. If he has experience, if he's a little bit cooler.
That looked like a hand from Rezai. And the referee, Irmatov, concurs.
Rashman Irmatov has everything under control. He's so quiet, talking with the players, clear advices. He gives advantage, and the players listen.
Look how high this leap is as well. All over the top of Haidari, the right fullback, who was desperately trying to make up the numbers in the middle. And again, Hosseini is forced to find the safety of the touchline. Lee Chung-young leaves it for Chaudhuri. That's about as close as we've got to contestation of a decision from a Korea Republic player.
They are so compact between striker Dong-won and defenders Han Ye-won. There is only 30 meters, and there is no space for Iran to create any football.
They're looking for the bustling runs of Rezai at the moment, Iran. And we haven't seen enough of Ansari Fad. We know he's got the touch. He scored a lovely goal against Korea DPR. He hasn't had even a sniff of goal so far. He heads off down the right touchline. Rezai decides to come back inside. And Dranik. Now Haji Safi takes off up the wing. Hosseini though. Hosseini towards Kaladbari. Now wide for Haidari again. Still coming forward, the number 2. The cross is a good one towards Nuri. It's still there, and Sarifat. No, Kaladbari! He's still in there kicking for it. And he receives some recriminations from the Korean defenders as well. In the end, Jung Yong-ryong comes away with it. And there we see it, Bernd, that one chance.
Deflection, another deflection, trouble in the box, and one chance, and everything can change.
It's a great ball from Haidari.
That's football. We are talking about amazing Korea Republic. And there is one situation, or one mistake, or lack of concentration.
Well, even there, if Nuri had hit that sweetly, it could have gone in. In the end, it was an almighty scramble.
Let's fight for the ball.
Well, if they needed a wake-up call, Korea Republic, they got it there. Khosrow Haidari, the number 2, 27 years of age for Iran, champion last season with Sepahan. And a champion the year before with Estaglal. He didn't start the match against Iraq, the opening game, but he started against Korea DPR and against the UAE. And he's showing, since he's been on the field now for some 22, 23 minutes, that he deserves a place in this side, at least for going forward. Perhaps it was a safety first option in the first half with Nosrati. It didn't pay off. Haidari has been excellent going forward. Everything dangerous for Iran has come down that right-hand flank. Park Ji-sung. Wide for Lee Young-kyo. The cross towards Koo Ja-cheol. Now Ji Dong-won. Akili with the header. Lee Chung-young. Back in. The chance this time. Park Ji-sung. Denied by Rahmati again. And it's Haidari, the defender, who comes flying across. Almost took Park Ji-sung's head off. Apologized immediately. Park Ji-sung, that's rather advisedly, led with the elbow anyway to protect his face. He's already taken one heel to the face. Rezai. That's a great ball forward towards Koo Ja-cheol. Well, we had that one change at half-time, Bernd. We've got just over 20 minutes left, but we still have the spectre of extra time, and it just looks as though neither coach wants to anticipate a little bit too prematurely what might be going to happen.
Both coaches are waiting. It's a crucial moment now, the next 10 minutes. Nobody wants to change something. Maybe there are injuries. And we have seen today Australia winning Iraq, and it's very, very important to have a substitute in hand to change something. And it looks very, very like extra time today, because now it's more and more leveled. Iran takes more control of this match.
I think we are, however, going to see a change in the next couple of minutes for Iran. And it's Masoud Shojai, the Osasuna forward, who's stripping down now. Oh, that's intercepted by Haji Safi. Haji Safi on the left foot, and he flashes it just wide of the near post. I think we've got the answer to your question, Bernd. Korea Republic are finding it harder and harder to keep going now, and they're starting to make just a couple of mistakes which could prove costly.
They try to play one-touch football, and there are more and more mistakes now because there is not any more support from other players, and Iran is using such mistakes.
Well, it's like the good old rope-a-dope. They've been sitting on the ropes, letting Korea punch themselves out. And are they now going to come out and look for the knockout punch? As Lee Chi-young looks for that killer pass through the middle towards Park Ji-sung. The foul by Ki Sung-young on Hosseini. Well, that's just a good old-fashioned trip. He's a bit lucky to get away without a yellow card for that one. Ki Sung-young, which would see him suspended for the semi-final as well. Park Ji-sung gets it back towards Lee Yong-rae. Good turn from Rezai. Here they come again. Early ball for Ansarifat.
We have a clear picture. The Iranians win more and more battles now. Last 10 minutes. They are more active. They win personal, individual battles against the Korean players.
Well, as I said at the top of the program, Bernd, they're flying the flag for West Asia as well. Qatar are gone, Kuwait, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Iraq, the latest to go, Iran.
The last Arabic team today, Iran.
Shojai has got his ID. He's heading towards the fourth official's chair. And who's that going to be for, Bernd? Khaled Bari and Sarifad, a midfielder. They feel they're going to go for the win. They wouldn't want to leave themselves exposed, but they are just starting to wrestle, not control, but more danger out of this one. They're coming back into it.
And Sarifad is 20 years old striker. He needs support, of course, and he hasn't got any support. He was not connected in the first half with anybody. He was very, very alone, but now he's very involved now.
And he gets it back there to Andrenek. For Rezai, now Sarifad is in the middle. Nouri is arriving. Not quick enough, and Rezai deciding he needed to try and belt it towards the back post. It's time for the change. Well, it is. And Sarifad, who's making way. So Shojai comes into the game. 7 goals in 80 league appearances since 2008 for Osasuna. He's a teammate of the Iran captain, Nico Naum, at club level. He started 2 matches so far, coming off in the 70th minute and then at half-time against the United Arab Emirates. Haji Safi fakes the long throw. Khaled Bari gets the ball back in. The header from Akili. Well, we know he is good in the air, and that was a huge chance. Another one goes Iran's way in this second half.
And Akili is the best header of the Iranian side. He's not the fastest, but he's a good header, and he scored many, many goals from this position.
He's actually the all-time leading scorer with defender for the national side. As we see kilometers run so far, it's the number 6, Lee Yong-rae, in this match, who's fast approaching the 10-kilometer mark, and we've still got 15 minutes left. Another foul. Chaudhuri in the back of Khaled Bari.
But it's still interesting in those statistics that the German national team at the World Cup last summer, they had an average running of 12.3 kilometers. That's a lot more than many teams are running here. Okay, it's another level.
Is that including the goalkeeper as well?
Including the goalkeeper, and that's new. Goalkeepers in today's football are running already 6 kilometers. They are good goalkeepers are playing like liberos. Edwin van der Sar and started to play like a libero. 6 kilometers for a goalkeeper.
Lee Chung-yong cuts it back for Koo Ja-chol. Early ball towards Ji Dong-won. Park Ji-sung was in there as well. Rezai now. For Nouri. Now Shojai. The fresh legs. Back for Nouri. That's well played. Touch on. For Rezai. Foul by Lee Jung-soo. He goes into the book, and he will be suspended for the semi-final should they make it.
Clear tactical foul. He's wondering, but nothing is more clear than this yellow card. Right decision without any doubt.
Well, the free kick to win the game against Iraq was a little bit further to the left, and it was taken by Mobali, who's sitting on the bench. But the idea was whip it in towards the head of Agili, see if he can get a touch, and if he can't, Perhaps he can balk Jung Song Ryong out of it. Nekonam, the captain, standing over this one. Nekonam goes direct for goal. And that was close.
Very close.
I'm not sure the keeper would have got there either. As you would say in German, Bernd, very close to where the spiders live.
Absolutely. In Russia, Tiriatu, that means number 9, because you get numbers scoring goals, and where the spiders live is the best ever. And you get 9 points.
If you can hit the top corner in training.
Middle of the goalkeeper is just 1 point.
Well, in English, it's known as the top corner, which I think is fairly self-explanatory.
That's a question. They don't have enough power to continue this way they played for about 60 minutes. They slow down now. They are looking a little bit tired. Now they cannot find their combinational way of football.
And they're about to make their first change, Korea Republic. Yoon Bitgaram, another one, just 20 years of age, is preparing to come into the game. Now, he's already come on twice, once for Yoo Byung-soo against Australia. That was just 20 minutes after Yoo Byung-soo had come on, which didn't impress the young man so much, and he hasn't played any part since then.
Cho Kwang-rae, he feels he has to do something to bring some fresh legs. Exactly now it's necessary.
Well, he replaced Park Ji-sung with 15 minutes to go against India. I'm not sure the Korea Republic captain will be the man coming off this time. But he's another driving force out of midfield, the number 8, Yoon Bitgaram, who plays for Yeongnam. 6 goals last season in the K-League from midfield. Now Koo Ja-cheol wins the race to the ball, surrounded by white shirts, manages to get it back out. The early cross in towards Ji Dong-won. Ki Sung-yong, Lee Yong-pyo, now Lee Yong-rae with a good ball. A header from Lee Chung-yong. And it's a goal kick. Now we will see that substitution, and it's Koo Ja-cheol, who won't be adding to his 4 goals in this tournament so far, who's making way.
But he's short guy, but a high jumper. Unbelievable how he jumps in the air.
Koo Ja-cheol off Yoon Bitgaram into the game. Don't we have 10 minutes left? Lee Jung-soo only as far as Nuri. Now Shojai, that's a nice turn. Chipping it through, looking for Khaled Bari, who's moved into that lone striking role. Shojai again. It's a big, strong boy, the number 8 for Iran. Haji Safi, that's going to be a throw for Korea Republic. And now it's Afshin Gotpi who's calling for pressing further up the field. He can feel his side physically are in good nick.
The question is, will they risk something, both teams, or they are going for extra time? Because now a goal could be a decision.
And it will also mean they'll have had a day less than Japan to prepare for a semi-final, and they might be forced into extra time as well. That's the case for Australia, who will be taking on Uzbekistan. Park Ji-sung, foul by Nekonam. Well, a goal now would really set the cat amongst the pigeons as well. You can imagine just what a frenetic finish we will have from the opposition. The loser goes out.
And the winner plays one of the best sides in this tournament, Japan.
Poison present. Ki Sung-young with the ball to the back post. Ji Dong-won with the header back towards Park Ji-sung, but
he's a fantastic striker. Even if he uses his elbows and his arms, he goes to this ball.
For my money, there's not too much of a foul there either. Agili. It's been a much improved second half performance from Iran. Haidari has been one of the main ingredients to that. Here goes Rezai. He's still full of running. Rezai on the left foot. The shot hooks it wide. We are now seeing that 4-3-3 formation as well, with Nuri and Andranik in midfield either side of Nekonam. Shojai on the left, Rezai on the right, Kalatbari up front.
The Koreans surprised Iran today with their first half performance. But during the halftime, I think everything settled a little bit, and now we have another Iranian team. There's much more confidence, much more power. They are going in the battles.
You could almost hear a pin drop in this stadium now as well. Both sets of supporters very nervous. Ki Sung-young back out to Hwang Jae-won. Lee Jung-soo. Ki Sung-young again. Flag up for offside against Ji Dong-won.
They cannot win anything with such long, high balls as they did in the last 5 minutes. They are too strong, both central defenders, Agili and Hosseini, 30 years of experienced players.
That's a good run from Kalatbari. Can he keep it in? He gets there ahead of Hwang Jae-won. Got support from Nuri. Payman Nuri's cross deflected only as far as Lee Young-rae, but given straight back again by the new man, Yoon Bit-garam. Hadranik for Haidari. Haidari's cross, it's over Shojai. Chaduri out only as far as Andranik, and that's a yellow card. Perhaps not for Park Ji-sung. It looked very deliberate, very, very deliberate.
Yeah.
Well, he's got away without a booking. Andranik, who was booked midway through that first half, can't quite believe it.
Was a little bit for his name. Respect. But a clear yellow card.
Nuri. Payman Nuri with the free kick. He chips it towards the back post. Wasn't a bad ball towards Nekonam, his captain. Park Ji-sung only playing slightly to the left of midfield, loving those runs forward as well. 9.2 Ks already gone. Still some distance off his teammate, the number 6, who has quite some engine, Lee Young-rae. Well, this is where the coaches earn their money, isn't it, Bernd?
Yeah. Cho Kwang-rae is very quiet now. He feels a little bit that he cannot change anything from outside, and his team slows down. He's a little bit struggling. There are no more combination, and Iran is taking more and more control.
Ji Dong-won for Park Ji-sung, touch on for Yoon Bit-garam. Yoon Bit-garam still going, that's lovely play, still going. He's got Cha Du-ri arriving outside him. Cha Du-ri's chip towards the back post. Haidari's header out, Park Ji-sung. Lee Yong-rae deflected. And straight into the grateful waiting arms of Mahdi Rahmati. Mandranik has gone down. Did that hit his arm? He's holding his midriff. Let's have a look. And I wonder if he wasn't just holding his midriff to try and convince the referee that that's where it had hit him and not on his arm, because that could quite easily have been a free kick. Haji Safi, haven't seen much of him as an attacking force or his prodigious long throws either.
No, he's a very speedy man, but it wasn't his best day today on the left flank. There are not many exciting runs, but I believe personally had order to block Cha Du-ri, because he was always on the way forward, and you have to protect this side.
Good defense again from Peyman Nouri. Mandranik. Wide for Haidari. Haidari looks long for the run of Rezai. It bounces, Khaled Bari. And in the end, the flag up for offside against Khaled Bari. Must have been very early on, because there was no touch from anyone on the way through. Jung Song-ryong. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Starts now as Park Ji-sung gets it, hooks it back. The header from Haji Safi. Back it comes again from Yoon Bit-garam. And it's a goal kick. Lee Chung-yong just couldn't get on the end of that ball from Park Ji-sung. Pressure comes again from Park Ji-sung. Rahmati looks long towards Rezai. He's got position. And he screams as he goes to ground. The free kick taken quickly. Khaled Bari, Shojai is arriving in the middle. That's a great pass. Just a little underhit as Shojai went charging the diagonal run towards the front post. And well defended by Hwang Jae-won. Corner for Iran, but we had a first half for Korea Republic, second half well and truly for Iran. Khaled Bari's ball towards Nekona. Ki Sung-young just dust enough, but I think he's gone down with a bit of cramp as well. There will be a throw for Korea Republic. Ki Sung-young cramping up. Lee Jung-soo is calling for the medical staff to get on there.
They had such an amazing first 45 minutes, and they had no result. It brought nothing. They couldn't score a goal. Unfortunately, I have to say, because it was amazing how they played. And now they are a little bit struggling. They look very, very tired. Even they cannot go for counter-attacks. And Iran is more and more taking control of this match. And if it comes to extra time, it would be very interesting how it works. Maybe there is another change, because it looks not very good with him.
Kim Sung-yong booked against Australia. He had a big point to prove, some personal motivation after spending a few years at high school in Brisbane, Australia. His dad spotted quite early on that he was a footballing talent, sent him to Australia so that he'd learn English. And continue growing up in a competitive sporting culture as well, probably. The ball in towards Shojai. Here's Heimanturi. And that was not the finish of a striker. Sung-yong comes back into the game. He's still running rather gingerly in that right calf, as there goes the full-time whistle. So we will have 2 halves of 15 minutes with which these two sides can try and settle it before a possible penalty shootout, just like 4 years ago in the Asian Cup quarter-finals. After 90 minutes, it's Iran 0, Korea Republic 0. Our 2 quarter-finals yesterday were both decided inside the 90 minutes. Japan defeating host nation Qatar by 3 goals to 2, twice coming from behind. Uzbekistan got the better of Jordan, but today we've had extra time. Australia won in the 118th minute, Harry Kewell over Iraq, and now we've got extra time again. Well, Bernd, you're an experienced coach. You've most certainly been in this situation. What are we telling the players now? What's the idea?
Just to give them confidence, give them power for the final stage of this match. That's what you can do. It's very difficult now for Korea Republic to find their way back, how they played in the first half. Maybe there will be another change, bring fresh legs, but it's more a matter to motivate your players, to give them clear advice. You know, we are the better side now. We have to decide. We need a decision. Don't wait for penalties, because that's always luck. The best players in the world missed penalties during big tournaments, and that's why it's better.
Well, that was about the last chance for Korea Republic, wasn't it? They had some half chances, but Ji Dong-won, and you said it in the commentary, Bernd, just 19 years of age, and perhaps in a couple of years' time he'll be putting them away. But from then on in, it was all Iran, wasn't it? Is it more physical or is it more mental from now on in extra time?
From now it's more physical. You can only play football if you are physically strong, if you are ready to go, if you are ready to show your face, if you want to be involved in combinational football. And for that you have to run. And if the fullback on the left or right side is not anymore able to run or to have a nice cross, then it's not a mental matter. Now it's a physical thing. And there I have my doubts with such youngsters, 19 years old, 21, 22, 21 years old. It's their first big international tournament. Of course, they played under 17, under 19 tournaments with their countries, but that's men's football. That's an international tournament, Asian Cup. And that's what I believe. Maybe they are not ready now.
Well, the whole squad has come together. Substitutes, physios, doctors, assistant coaches, everyone. They're all in there. Just trying to feel that solidarity amongst the whole squad.
But now we had thrilling quarterfinals. It's another quality. We had at the group stage some boring matches, but now it's high-profile football.
Well, that man, Afshin Godbi, has already made 2 changes. His opposite number, Cho Kwang-rae, has only made 1 change so far in 90 minutes. In theory, they may have an extra little option up their sleeves. Can it be a winning option, though? It's been impressive just to see Iran come so much back into this game. Park Ji-sung up against 4 captains for Iran by the looks of things. Nekoman was the man who won the toss. It will be Iran ball. Korea Republic break from the huddle. Whatever happens, we will have 2 minimum 15-minute halves of football. We can have extra time again, added time, stoppage time, injury time at the end of each half. But even if we have a goal, we will play out both 15-minute halves. No golden goal. I think we're all generally happy that there's no golden goal anymore. That ruling which just didn't give a side which conceded a goal any chance whatsoever to fight back. It was a cruel way of going out of the game, removing the right of reply for the opposition.
There were many good ideas of FIFA for changing rules. Back pass to the goalkeeper, for instance, changed football completely. But this golden goal wasn't the best idea.
Haidari.
Yeah, Oliver Bierhoff's first one.
That's right. Andranik, fouled by Lee Yong-rae. He doesn't offer to help him up. It's the referee that does that. Hosseini. Can Iran maintain their momentum? Can Korea Republic pull themselves back into this one? Nekonam. Aguili. Looks up, again he looks long for the run of Khaled Barry. It's over. Lee Jung-soo claims he was being fouled by Khaled Barry.
But what a referee, he sees everything smoothly, there is no doubt, and he let it run. That's excellent. Top class performance of this referee from Uzbekistan.
Ki Sung-young, Yoon Bit-garam for Chaduri. Ki Young-sung out-muscled there by Andranik. Nouri charging through the middle again. Andranik now. Nekonam. And the touch from Shojai. He's a substitute. He hasn't been out there. He's not mentally tired.
Should not be, but we will see more and more mistakes now. Players are becoming tired more and more. Players are prepared for 90 minutes football. They have to do it every single week. and not very often 120 minutes. There are no training sessions for such tournaments.
Ji Dong-won. Lee Chung-yong's header on is cleared. There's another touch for Jung Sung-ryong, who's been called into action in that second half, as well as producing the save of the match so far in the first, to deny his own striker an own goal. Haidari, Lee Yong-rae for Lee Yung-pyo, inside for Park Ji-sung. He has to wait for it, but now he's got up ahead of steam. Ji Dong-won back towards Park Ji-sung. And Agiri taking some big risks. It's back out to Lee Yung-pyo. Good challenge from Haidari. Well, if you saw your central defender playing like that, Bernd,
what a risky dribbling.
A metre out from his own goal line, perhaps it was less. And just the 4th minute of stoppage time. Extra time, first half rather. The flick on from Lee Chung-yong. Shojai down for Peimanuri. Shojai again, he showed too much of that to Lee Yong-rae. Again, no foul, but we were talking about those battles, those duels, those one-on-one battles on the park, Bernd, in the first half, and how Korea Republic were winning all of them. Well, now it's completely turned around. It's been a real reversal of fortunes. Ji Dong-won with a good header on. Yubin Garam for Park Ji-sung. And more desperate defending. The left back, Haji Safi, coming storming across.
But what a great header from Ji Dong-won, this young guy.
Climbed again, didn't he, to knock that down towards Bitgaram. Here is Yoon Bitgaram to whip in this corner. It's a good ball, good header as well from Nekonam. Park Ji-sung gives it straight away to Rezai. Kalafari's peeling off, and Park Ji-sung fights back and wins it back again.
A great tackle.
Well, that's a good ball. Ji Dong-won. Little slide rule pass again in towards Lee Chung-yong. I'm not sure on that occasion that was necessarily the best option.
What a tackle.
Well, he leads by example, doesn't he? And here he is, trying to whip the ball in from the byline.
Park Ji-sung is not tired. You can see it. And he's still running. He's full of power. So much experience in Premier League matches every week. Playing in front of 40, 50, 60,000 fully crowded stadiums. He is top fit.
Lee Chung-yong, early ball for Ji Dong-won. Agili is there. Nekonam cools things down. He's starting to have more and more influence as well. Foul on Haidari. In fact, no foul, it's a throw. So winning the ball before catching the ankle of Haidari. Oh, that free kick's gone.
But I say it again, if a referee feels players are not ugly, they are not coming from behind, they are not dirty, you can let it run. It's football, it's a man's game, it's not a children's game. And supporters, they like it, they love a great battle.
The free kick is with Haidari.
All told, the defenders in the center, of the box.
All the Korean players back defending as well. Goes towards the back post. Rezai loses out. Park Ji-sung, he fouls on his way. And the counter-attack is brought to a shuddering halt. Let's have a look.
It's a foul, of course.
He took the ball first, but the studs were raised. You can see it, studs up down the shin. With Golom Rezai. He's been a good player as well, Rezai, in that second half. Nikonan went close in the second half of regulation time with a free kick that just passed the wrong side of the left-hand upright. Is he going to try this one? It's a bit further out. It's Nuri towards the back post. Ragili, he's offside. It's a good idea though.
Ideally, Husseini.
From Song-ryong towards Ji Dong-won, helps it on to Park Ji-sung, well defended by Haidari. Lee Young-rae, 1, 2, 3, wide now. For Lee Jung-yong, plays it in hard. Agili with the touch. Lee Young-pyo.
Oh.
And that time it's Rezai that feels there was no foul. Just look for the left arm. Ki Sung-yong appears to have
Celtic Glasgow's player
recovered from the cramp he was feeling late on in that second half. The whistles are from the Iran supporters. It's to the back post. And Lee Chung-yong was there. He got his head on it as well.
one of the shortest in his team, but fantastic header. Jumps very high. Another batter.
Yoon Bitgaram fouling Shojae and then landing on top of him as well. He's going to require some assistance. Well, we saw the Australian player Carney pop his shoulder out earlier in the tournament. I don't think that one's popped out. He's moving it a bit too much. That's how it happens though, when you've got the arm extended and then you clamp down on the shoulder. Perhaps I'm being a little bit harsh on Masood Shojae.
Okay, today we saw a lot of battles, men against men, but it wasn't ugly. It was all fair play. It was a great fight. Seems to be he can continue.
The flag still flying for Iran. Shojae's back on his feet and I think ready to rejoin as well. They're trying to attract the referee's attention, who's trying to ignore them for the moment. Now he waves on Masood Shojae. Agili. We're inside the final 3 minutes of this first half of extra time. Park Ji-sung helping it on. Rahmati. as far as Lee Jung-soo, who wins the second header as well and is fouled in the process by Rezai. And will be Lee Jung-soo to try and launch this one towards Ji Dong-won. Hosseini just getting his head to it. Chowdhury. Lee Yong-rae, Chowdhury again. Early ball towards Ji Dong-won. Rahmati just comes and punches. And Dranik. Too much of that offered up to Lee Yong-rae. Chowdhury returns the favour, and now the counter-attack's on. Iran have 3 forward. Korea Republic have 4 back. And the numerical advantage holds sway. And Lee Chung-yong is not happy because Masood Shojae is still down, and he felt perhaps his side had the chance of a counter-attack there. And he is clearly struggling with that right shoulder then. He's trying to come back into the game, but they can still make one more substitution. Shin Godbi. Well, what's going on there, Bernd? Did he just fall down?
No, he didn't leave. He's injured. The referee told, please leave the pitch, and he did not, and he gave him a yellow card. Clear decision, no doubt.
Well, he still hasn't left the field of play, though.
Playing for time.
I wonder, Bernd, if he didn't go down to try and stop that counter-attack with that earlier injury. 1 minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half of extra time. It's still scoreless. We've had very few chances in extra time so far. Yoon Bitgaram. Now, Nekunam. Khaled Bahri wanted it short. Nekunam went long. 30 seconds left. Time perhaps for one last attack. Lee Jung-soo. Ji Dong-won is still running, still trying to make angles, still make himself available. I don't think we're going to get that one last attack. Haidari, only as far as Lee Yong-rae, who's got that chance now. Lee Chung-yong, Yoon Bitgaram. Yoon Bitgaram still going, onto the left foot. Oh, it's a fabulous goal! Yoon Bitgaram has given Korea Republic the lead at the end of the first half of extra time.
Just a couple of seconds to play. Amazing dribbling. And what a strike with his left foot.
Oh, it's a fabulous strike. Cutting inside, onto the left. And it just arrowed inside that far post. And from an unlikely source, Korea Republic lead at half-time in extra time. Yoon Bitgaram, 20 years of age. His second international goal after scoring on his debut against Nigeria back in October of last year. He's the current K-League Rookie of the Year. With
such a goal, Robbie, it gives you extra power for the last 15 minutes. It gives you new motivation to keep the ball, to maybe they will find back a way to play for combinational football. And it's a big shock for the Iranians to get this goal only seconds before the end of the first half of extra time. Can they fight back now? That's a question.
And it's another of the young guard to strike.
若手選手の1人、残り15分の勝負になりました。韓国1対0とリード。さあ残り15分、もうイランは前に出てるしかありません。
The oldest goal scorer for Korea Republic in this tournament is Kuja Cheol at 21. He's got 4. Ji Dong-won, 19, has 2. Son Heung-min, 18 years of age, has 1. And now the 20-year-old Yoon Bit-garam.
But everything is done on the base of the very, very experienced defending last row. 4 last defenders are so experienced. But I'm honest, they are not under pressure today, not so much, because especially strikers and midfielders did such a great job in running and defending and pressing.
It's time for Afshin Gotbi to play his last card. It's going to be Mohammad Gholami, who's appeared in every match so far, who's going to come on. Khaled Bari for Shojai. Nekonam with a good ball. Haji Safi back to Shojai again. Haji Safi. He's going to be forced back. Nekonam's telling him to head back to Hosseini. So Gholami's another forward. And he's got some international goals to his name in his short career as well. 3 in 10. They need one now. They need one desperately, Iran. Haji Safi. It's turned over. Yoon Bit-garam finds Ji Dong-won. Park Ji-sung is charging through the middle. Ji Dong-won still. Now Yoon Bit-garam. Park Ji-sung's in the middle. Ji Dong-won throws himself to ground. Ji Sung-yong. Oh, Yoon Bit-garam gives it away cheaply. And Dranik now. Each and every mistake at this stage of the game could prove very, very costly indeed. Haydari for Khaled Bari. Khaled Bari against Lee Young-pyo. He cuts inside into the area. Haydari taking over. He's got the throw. Rezai for Haydari again. Substitution now.
Gholami, another striker.
It's Payman Nouri who's coming off. And now he is taking risks now, isn't he? Rezai, Shojai, Khaled Bari, and now Gholami. Lee Young-pyo with the long throw, and Dranik for Nekonam. Rezai. Nekonam again, still just cooling things down. He knows his side still have time. 11 minutes of it. Nekonam still helped on towards Gholami. Rezai taking over Andranik. And he drills it straight. Jung Song-ryong.
効果ですよね。ここで落としてバイタルを上げて、
ここでPK を取られるんではないかというギリギリのプレーでした。
He struck it well, perhaps too well. He needed to hook it a little bit towards the back post.
They are still going for pressing. It's unbelievable, even if he needs a foul. This young guy. Robbie, I'm very often, every month, away in Europe's biggest stadiums, in Barca, in the Premier League, in Germany, to watch football. But there are not many teams, even in Europe, even in the clubs, who play this kind of pressing the young players did today of Korea Republic. Ji Dong-won, Koo Ya-jul, they surprised me and they convinced me. It's a way to play football and they deserve to win this match. But it's not the end, still time to go.
And we're going to make a change now for Korea Republic. Ki Sung-young is coming off. He's going to be replaced not by an experienced defender, but an equally young one, Hong Jeong-ho, just 21 years of age, 3 internationals under his belt. He's come in to a real cauldron of pressure, with his side needing to hang on. He was called up late to the squad to replace the striker, Park Chu-young, who picked up a knee injury playing in France with Monaco, as Chowdhury's ball in towards Ji Dong-won. Just taken away from him. Reze for Shojae. Good challenge from Lee Chung-young. Looking for Ji Dong-won. He might just keep this in play. Lee Chung-young comes for another option as well. Flicks it in towards Yoon Bitgaram. There'll be a bit of defending from Agili. Nekonam. Almost caught in possession.
Now they are back on track. They try to do the same what they did in the first half. They press very, very early, and that's why they are able to keep the Iranian team far away from goalkeeper.
Haydari. Reze. Referee tells Yoon Bitgaram to get up. Reze now on one of those head-down charging runs in towards the area. Reze still. He's won the corner. That will mean Hosseini and Agili come forward again. We've got 7 minutes left. They take it short. Reze, Korea Republic aren't set. But the ever-aware and focused Lee Young-pyo, 34 years of age, he was aware of what was going on. Lee Jung-soo back out again. Here's Shojae with the chance to shoot. It was a fabulous effort. He spotted the keeper off his line, and it was just too far.
He wanted to cross, or he tried to score a goal. It's not clear enough.
I think he was going for goal.
Yeah.
It was very nearly a wonder goal to tie this one up again. Nekonam, he wanted a cross. Not so interested in wonder goals with just 6 minutes left after extra time. And that's a long ball forward. Lee Young-pyo. They're playing with 5 at the back now with the introduction of Hong. The header away by Hwang. And Lee Young-pyo completes that clearance again. Hosseini. Nekonam out muscling Lee Jung-soo, and now Haji Safi. Now he has this long throw. We haven't seen it so far. He wants it toweled down by a teammate.
All Koreans in the box now, defending.
As here it goes, long, towards the penalty spot. Easily cleared that one from Lee Chung-yong. Oh, it might yet fall for Calabari. It has done. Hwang is there. It's a throw for Iran. Haji Safi again. That was a good one into Shojai, who's done well, appeals for a handball. Now from where we're sitting, for me that did hit a hand. Shojai appealed immediately. The free kick has gone against Yoon Bitgaram. Now let's have a look here.
But it's too close, it's just 1 meter. There is no time for any reaction.
Yeah, but he's got a player that he's passing to just behind, and the ball is stopped with the hand. I know it's not intentional, but we're seeing in Europe more and more now, if the hand is away from the body and the ball hits the hand, you see more and more defenders defending with their arms held behind their back. At any rate, no penalty, free kick, Nekonam. He's gone so close from an almost identical position in the second half of regulation time. This to keep Iran in it. But straight into the wall. Back in again. Cleared by Lee Chung-yong. And again, Yoon Bitgaram with the pressing. They're not just sitting back to defend it. That one is not a handball because the arms are across the body and it would have hit the body anyway. Park Ji-sung is the player coming off. He hands the captain's armband to Lee Young-kyo. I think the referee for a moment was thinking it was more time wasting, but Park Ji-sung trundles off to be replaced by Yeon Ki-hoon. Plays for Suwon Samsung. He's a midfielder. He's come off the bench twice in this tournament already. He's going to come in off the bench and immediately to the edge of his area for some more defending. It looks like he could be picking up Nekonam. Haji Safi's ball is a good one. Good header away from Hwang again. Rezai back in to the danger zone. Lee Jung-soo with a good header away. Yoon Bitgaram for Ji Dong-won. And Dranik claims he's got the ball illegally, according.
It's amazing how he brings his body in his way.
The Korean fans are singing Ki-hoon into the game. A big switch of play towards Lee Young-chung. He's played every single minute for number 17 of the tournament so far, as has the keeper, Jung Sung-ryong, and the left back, Lee Young-kyo. Haidari. Twisting and turning. He finds Andranik. Nekonam is just staying forward now. Shojai, Golami, Haji Safi as well. They're all forward. That one's for Haji Safi, but he doesn't contest it. Lee Chung-yong finds Ji Dong-won. Foul against the 19-year-old. Hosseini. Temper's starting to fray a little bit.
These are pure emotion, nothing else. And well done from the referee. Let it run now.
Well, tempers are fraying. We're inside the final 60 seconds of regulation time, of extra time, second half. Korea Republic lead by a goal to nil as Shojae lets fly. Yom Ki-hun brings it away. Still going, no free kick. Andranik for Haydari. Last chance saloon for Iran. The ball to the back post. Nekonam nods it down towards Shojae. Khaled Barry. That's a good ball for Rezai. Rezai turns onto the left foot. Little 1-2. Lovely play from Iran. It's going to come back out. Andranik now. Andranik still doesn't want to try it. Oh, and he's just given it away because Haydari wasn't running for it. Rezai neither. The 30 minutes of extra time are up. Korea Republic are just seconds away from completing the final four. Lee Chung-yong, 3-on-2. Ki-hoon gets it wide to Dong-won. Ji Dong-won against Agili. Ji Dong-won still going, cuts it back. Haydari is there. Oh, that's a nasty foul. Oh, and he's been hit for his troubles by Haji Safi. And what does the referee make of that? It's going to be a yellow card for Lee Chung-yong. Well, surely Haji Safi threw a punch there. Or am I seeing things as it all gets a little too fraught and frantic in these final seconds? Rahmati. Nodded on, cleared. The referee's got the whistle in the mouth. And there goes the final whistle. Korea complete the semi-final lineup. And they'll take on their arch rivals, Japan, in the semi-final next Tuesday. Iran, the last West Asian country, bow out of the tournament. The three-time winners will not make it four. Korea Republic will push to the very limit, but they're still alive. And that man, 21-year-old Yoon Bit-karam, is the hero with the only goal of the game in the first half of extra time.
It was not lucky. They deserved to win today, especially after first half performance. And they had a crisis during this match in the second half. Iran was coming and playing better and better and better. But then an individual effort, a fantastic strike, has decided this match. At the end of the game, it was a power play of Iran, but they couldn't achieve anything.
I saw how deep Korea Republic dug, didn't they? And in the end, on the balance of 120 minutes, Korea Republic probably deserve it, but it was such a close thing. Such a valiant performance from Iran.
If you are going this way, if you press your opponent everywhere on the pitch, if you are running behind every ball, it's absolutely normal that you have to slow down. And this was an opportunity for Iran to take control over the match. It was not weakness. They needed this break, but they came back, and I'm absolutely sure Japan, Korea Republic will be another big clash. A game of a very, very high level.
The Iranian players make their way off the pitch. It was a courageous display. Their fans are heartbroken. The players as well. Well, for Korea Republic, they have gone and celebrated with their supporters on the far side. Look at those young players as Chowdhury tries to take down the Spider Cam.
But even those beaten players, they have a bright future. Iran is back, I believe, in big football in Asia. They have a lot of talents. He used 22, he used nearly all players of the squad in this tournament, and we have so many They have so many promising players. Of course, they are disappointed. They are down now, but they did everything. A great fight, great battle.
Return of the king, the first two ever winners of the Asian Cup. And the man of the match goes to their defensive midfielder, the all-running number 6, Lee Yong-rae of Suwon Samsung. Just 24 years of age, he played brilliantly. Well, Korea complete the semi-final lineup. They've defeated Iran by a 0-0 from myself, Robbie Thompson, and Bert Stenger. We bid you farewell and see you for the semi-finals. Bye-bye.
Thank you, auf Wiedersehen.
خسته نباشید به جلال حسینی و همه بچه‌های تیم ملی فوتبال کشورمون. جلال جان چجور دیدی بازی رو؟ به هر حال شما من می‌دیدم که خیلی تلاش کردی که تیم ما گل نخوره، اما خب متاسفانه خورد.
تمام تلاشمون رو کردیم. بچه‌ها خیلی زحمت کشیدن. کره خب حالت دفاعی گرفته بود. بیشتر روز حمله برنامه داشت. بچه‌های ما واقعا زحمت کشیدن ولی خب شرمنده مردم شدیم. ما تمام تلاشمون رو کردیم. نمیدونم دیگه چی بگم.
قرار بود به تیم کره فضا داده نشه ولی انگار این فضا داده شد بهشون. پارک خیلی صاحب توپ میشد. چرا؟
خب نگاه کن اونا حالت دفاعی میگرفتن. یعنی تو زمین خودشون دفاع میکردن، تو زد ما تیممون میومد بالا. روز حمله خودتون میدونید کلا فضا زیاد میشه. بچه‌ها ما ولی بازم با همون حال خیلی